Hello, hello, and welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi. I am here along with Alexis. You want to introduce yourself, Alexis?
Yes, hello everyone. It's Alexis from Mobile Notary Services by Alexis. How are you all doing this evening?
Hey guys, it has been a moment since we have been live. We have been so busy. We're going to bring you up to speed. What's going on at Notary Educators? Got my shirt on tonight. I've been working all day, so in Notary Educators mode today. So I got my shirt on. But how's everybody doing? It has been a moment. What's up? What's up? Hey Frank, notary down south. Favorite Florida notary there. What's going on? Hey Chantel. Welcome, welcome to those who will join us on the replay also. So tonight's topic is notary mistakes to avoid. And we're going to get right into it because we don't have maybe like 30 minutes. So I want to make sure we can get some of your questions in tonight, but I definitely want to hit our topic for those who came just for the topic. A couple things happened recently. So I went to a signing 2 days ago. Shout out to Stacy Ann. She came to be my witness, short notice from about, I don't know, I think she lives maybe 45 minutes to an hour from me. But shout out to Stacy Ann because she is always there. Marcel is always there too. She helped me a couple times last week. So we got such a great community. If you need some help, join our Notary Facebook group, Notary Educators, because there are people who are willing to be witnesses for you. If you cannot find a witness, there's a shortage of them right now. Hey, Chantel. No, I'm not selling any shirts. Nah, girl. That's a good idea, though. But I don't have any shirts. I do have the mugs. Check out notaryeducatorsllc.com. We got some beautiful mugs. I don't know why they don't sell. They're so cute with cute little sayings on them. If you all
Yeah.
check out the mugs and see something that I could be doing different, let me know because I'm open to changing the mugs. But I thought they were so cute. So check them out. They got little sayings like I'm ready to stamp. I got this. Questions equal money. All my little sayings. It's not complicated. So check out the mugs at notaryeducatorsllc.com. So, hey, notary needs Mofit to Lynn. I hope that's right. Is it to Lynn? And also notary needs. Hello, hello. What's going on with you all? So, tonight's topic, let's get right into it. So I was on my way to an assignment. That's what I was getting ready to say. So the day before I filmed the video for my other channel, I was sitting in the car. And guess what I did? I had the light. I needed more light. So I cut the overhead light on in the car and I forgot to cut it off. Hey, Stacy Ann, I just gave you a big shout out. Who's that on Facebook, Alexis? I forgot to cut the overhead light off, guys. So I was TMI. I was sitting in the restroom downstairs. We get ready to go out because my husband was driving. And I'm sitting downstairs and I hear I was like, is that my car? I said, what the world? I said, oh Lord, I got a car problem. And then 2 seconds literally later, I said, I didn't cut the light off. So we already were running a few minutes late. We were not late, but for me, it was late. I'm the kind of person I like to be on time. So if you tell me 7 o'clock, I'm going to be there at 6:45. Okay. If I'm there at 7, I'm late. So we had just enough time. And the appointment was 10 minutes away to get to the appointment for me not to consider myself late. It was like 15 minutes to get there. So I hear, and I said, oh. So he's looking, I'm looking. And like I said, I told him what happened. So we went in his car and that got me to thinking, I almost missed my appointment for something crazy. So you want to make sure, guys, that one, you don't leave your overhead light on in the car. Number one. 2, make sure you have plenty of gas in your vehicle to get to the appointment. Because I've had that happen before too. Alexis, can you talk about that really quick while I get this call? It's business. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I'm the type of person who I get this from my grandmother. I said it all the time, but I make sure my car is always on full. Because if you get in the car and it's a quarter of tank and you gotta go an hour there, let's say you have to stop at a gas station, you can't account for traffic, especially if you live in my area, Atlanta. You can never ever expect or know what traffic is going to be. So if you have only a short amount of time and you got to stop and get gas, that could be an extra 10, 15 minutes. Don't let the gas station, you know, be bumping where so many people you can't even get through it. The one by me especially is like that. So just make sure you always have gas in your car. If I have a half a tank, I'm going to the gas station and filling up. Um, and you don't want to get stuck anywhere either and miss your appointment. So if you don't have any gas, I've seen it before. People run out of gas all the time. I've seen it happen plenty of times to people. And like I said, it's the difference of 10 to 15 minutes that can make you late. Yes. And I know me too with gas. Um, I always like to make sure you do have a route that you like to follow. So I go to a specific gas station because I know that it's not crazy there, especially if I have a morning assignments. That's for anything though. Just make sure you map out your day. I have been late to an assignment before. General notary work speaking. I have been late due to gas, just like been late to work before due to not having any gas. Because I don't know if it's like that by you all, but the gas station, it's a line of people trying to get gas in the morning or in the evenings at that. But you don't want to get stuck anywhere. We always want to prepare and be prepared. I know it's difficult. Life happens. Every single day is a new day with something different that's going to come up. That's life. But those little tiny things that we can do to stay prepared and make sure we can get to places in time, I feel like those make the difference. And those tiny things, like Kimmy said, making sure your light is not left on, especially if you have an older vehicle, make sure your light is off in your car. I did it before, came out, and my car would not start, and that is the difference of, for me, more like 15 to 20 minutes because I had to let the battery charge. And so those little things definitely add up. Jasmine, oh, hi, watching you guys while my baby is sleeping on me. I know that's right, Jasmine. You got to get it done whichever way you can. J Aura, hello, hello. Sorry if I pronounce this incorrectly. Nadimar says, hello, ladies. Hello, how are you doing? Donna McMullen, hello. Good evening, everyone. Yes, Stacy, Kimmy gave you a shout out earlier. Mag says, good evening. Good evening. Natural Jessie says, hi, ladies. Yes, Stacy Ann. Oh, yes. And Stacy Ann says, make sure the GPS is not crazy. I got lost in Gainesville. Yes. So, yes, I have had plenty of times where, especially if the place is up and coming, like development wise, I've had crazy situations with GPS and I could not find where my client was because they had a newer home and it wasn't on Google Maps yet. You said her mic is off.
Okay,
Can you
sorry
hear me?
guys. I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so
Sorry
the
about that.
GPS,
I had to get that call.
I was just talking about how the GPS can mess you up sometimes and to make sure you're
Yes,
prepared for
that's
that.
another
Stacey
good
Ann
one.
had commented on it. Yeah, Stacey Ann had said that. Yeah, I
Yes,
had that
that's
happen to
another
me with
good one.
Google Maps.
Yes, have more than one GPS available too sometimes because like I missed it because I was taking that call. See, we are really working notaries around here. That was a seller's package for tomorrow. Uh what was I saying? Yeah, so with that GPS too, with the street, I don't know if you mentioned this one, Alexis, but if it's southwest or northwest, you want to make sure you confirm that address with your client because if you don't have that, sometimes that'll throw the whole GPS off also. Okay, so are we ready for the next point? I know I was talking about the car,
Yeah.
so we took another one, took our other vehicle rather, and then that was well. Alexis caught y'all up on a couple other tips. Sorry, this is a little choppy, but this is real life. Another one, leaving your notary bag at home. So I wish Angela was here to discuss that one because she did have that happen. I hope she don't mind me sharing her business. Not recently, but it did happen. She left her notary bag at home. She got to the appointment, ready to go, and it's like, and that happens when you change cars. Have you ever had that happen, Alexis?
No, I have not, but I have had a situation where, long story short, my stamp got uh, disconnected from my bag. I'll put it like that. I had did something quick for somebody, brought my stamp inside the house, bag was in the car. The only reason why I remember is because I had to go back inside to grab something and I saw it sitting there. And I was like, okay, that's rule number one. Always make sure the two are together and my bag is somewhere like near the door. That's my spot, especially if I have to bring it in the house for some reason. It's always going to be by the door so I can see it on my way out the door if I don't feel like going back and put it in the car. But I always have to just have organization because I have almost left my stamp at home.
Yes, yes, always together like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
And I've done that before. I have left my bag because we changed cars so much. So I have left my bag in my car or thought, oh, I had put it in Jeff's car. Or you know what I'm saying? So when I don't, though, normally he has had his bag, which has been a blessing. And one other time, fortunately, me, Angela, and a few other friends, and Jeff was with us too. We all had went out to lunch and I got a call and I'm telling this person, oh yeah, I'll be there in a half hour. Notary extraordinaire. I did not only not have my bag, I didn't even have my car. I forgot we rode with somebody. So Angela had her bag that day. So she was able to serve as the notary. And I was able to be the witness. So we just reverse roles. So have you a notary buddy. I'm telling you, you don't have to be BFF outside of work if you're not, but you need somebody on your team. You need somebody in your area that you can say, hey, I got you, you got me, because anything can happen anytime. So y'all done made all these big plans. I'm sitting up there, everybody like, oh, Kim getting her Sunday money, because it was on a Sunday. And it was like, Kim getting her Sunday money. And I was like, oh, y'all be there. And I was like, as soon as I hung up, I realized I didn't have no car, no bag, no nothing. But again, Angela was prepared. So somebody got to be prepared at all times. So don't leave your notary bag or your stamp at home. Always make sure you have it with you. And not to mention, I can't tell you the number of times I've had my t-shirt on and somebody stopped me and say, hey, you a notary, I need one right now. And I'm like, oh, okay. Or you leaving out the store. You know what I'm saying? So that's always have your bag. And what about forgetting your documents? Have you ever ran to an appointment and it's like, I left the documents sitting on the printer? Have you ever did that, Alexis?
No, I have not, thankfully. I have not. But I can see it happening, yeah. Your
have
mind
never
goes so
done that
fast.
one. Yeah, I have never done that one. Alexis, it seems like you the Miss Perfect Notary over there.
No, not at all. I said I can see it happening. Your mind moving so quickly. But I
True.
try to double check and triple check because I am that type of person. Like I have so much going on in the moment, and I'm like, okay, what was the main reason I'm about to walk out the house? Let me make sure that's together.
Right. So I usually have my docs either on the side of my bed. I'm looking at them, thinking about them. No, not like that. But once I prep them, though, they usually go on my nightstand or I put them right on the table on the way out the door. So I always try to make sure I have my docs. And I'm kind of like Alexis. I'm a little OCD. You already know that. I'm like, where my bag, where my docs when I'm going somewhere, because I want to make sure I have everything together. I rarely wait to the same day to print. I hate same day, but it happens more often than not. But to get an assignment or whatever. But always make sure you have your docs. How about having your ink stamp and it doesn't have enough ink in it? Has that ever happened to you?
Not yet. Remember, I was telling you today that the ink, my stamp didn't go out yet.
Yeah, so you need to so always have some extra ink with you for everyone. And I actually have never had it to run out, but I've had it to look kind of faint. And that's like a no-go. I like my stamp to be dark, like black, like jet black and shiny jet black. So I like to keep a lot of ink in it. So when I'm refilling mine, most of the time I can put like, I think 5 drops and it's okay. But I usually will put like 6 and try to push that 7 drop mark because I want to make sure my stamp, when I press that baby, is black and it's standing out. So you want to make sure you always have some extra ink because especially if you're doing a lot of long signing packages and stuff, you do not want to run out of ink. Hey to everybody that's joining us. There was a little short time there. I had to step away. Well, I was still here, but I was on the phone trying to book an appointment for tomorrow, which we got that booked, seller's package. So anyway, the next one I had is, I had that twice. Okay, so I think that's it. I had one more, but earlier I accidentally deleted my notes. So if something else comes to me, I will definitely tell you guys. So that's it for me. So notary mistakes really quick to avoid. Make sure you don't leave your lights on in the car. Make sure you have good GPS. You don't leave your notary bag at home. You don't forget your documents and your ink stamp is completely filled up or you have a backup. I don't really like to be inking nothing at nobody's table. So I'm trying to make sure I have everything organized before I leave the house. So I am getting ready to do another video soon about the importance of having a clean bag. So we're going to talk about that. It's little things like that that we take for granted. You know,
I
we need
do
to have.
have one more.
Yeah, go ahead, Alexis.
Make sure you have this happened to me. Make sure you have your root certificate because you never know,
That was
when you're
it.
gonna need
That was my
them.
last one. Thank you. That was it.
Oh, I had this happen to me, and it cost me 30 minutes of my time. Long story short, I had ran out of certificates because I use them a lot. Ran out, and I was like, I'll reprint them. Forgot to reprint them. Completely forgot to reprint them. Went out on an assignment. She had to wait 30 minutes for her neighbor to go print off some. It because she didn't have a printer. A lot of people don't have printers nowadays. I'm finding it's not like a common household, item.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, make sure you always have them. I was so mad at myself. Like I literally ran home that day and printed off a whole bunch of different ones. Oh, I was so mad at myself.
That was my last one I had. Make sure you have plenty of extra Jurats or acknowledgments and or your stamps. And if you don't have the stamps I'm talking about, visit notaryeducatorsllc.com under the supply list and you can purchase a jurat or an acknowledgement stamp. Most states you can use it. So I'm going to always say check your state, but those really make it clean and simple to add a notarial verbiage if you don't if the document doesn't have it. Okay, so if some of that went over your head, you may need a little bit of training. It would be our pleasure. Check out notaryeducatorsllc.com for all your training needs. All the courses are 60% off. Coupon code is WIN23. We are offering in case you missed it, private classes on everything, 1-to-1, and they are selling like amazingly great. People really want one-on-one training. Okay, so you may be investing money in monthly mentorship and you still don't really know what to do. You might need one good notary session with one of us, depending on what part of the business you're trying to learn, either learning how your basic notarizations, your Google My Business, your apostille, but we are offering one-to-one trainings. I know for sure for the month of May. So take it. So sign up, look at the website, and you can see what works for you. If you prefer self-paced, those are also available. But the one-on-ones, I'm just really shocked at how well they're doing. I really am. The classes, we decided to put that on hold for a moment, but one-to-one private lessons, people are going crazy for them. They're loving it. And it really touches us too, because we can really get deep into what you need for your state, for you, for, everything. So it's been going amazing. So check those out. Anyway, let's get some of your questions right quick. What is going on in the notary space? So while we wait on your questions, I'm going to tell you why we have not been live. So GoDaddy, which is who I send my emails out, and if you are not on the email list, you might have been receiving them the last 6 weeks or so because you had signed up for maybe an event that we had, and I was able to send out emails to everyone that had registered for an event. But now GoDaddy has changed it where you actually have to subscribe to the email list. I can't just blindly send it out anymore. So if you have not signed up to receive emails, you'll want to do that over at Notary Educators website, because again, I cannot just blindly send them out anymore. So you have to actually register that you want to be a subscriber for emails, if that all makes sense, because I don't want you to miss anything. So that's it. So what's going on out in the notary space? What's up? What's up? Any questions? Let me look right quick while Alexis is on her call. Mo Fit, hello. What's up? Jasmine, hey Jay. Is it Nadimar? Hey Nadimar. Donna, what's going on? Just say hey to a few people. Hey Mag, Natural Jesse's in the house. Make sure GPS is not crazy. Yeah. Yes. Hey Atlanta Fulton Notary. I'm just being me. Stacy and Carlene, Jasmine, Melissa, Latasha. What's going on, people? Larice. I hope I didn't miss anyone. So what questions do you all have? Regina. I'm kind of scrolling down to the questions. So Psalms 55_5 says, And hi to everyone on Facebook. Alexis has Facebook, so I can't see it. But hi to everyone on Facebook and those who will watch the replay. Psalms 50_5 says, I was at a signing and my stamp broke and busted on the ground. Never again will I travel without a backup. Yes, and that is 101. That's what we teach. If your state allows you to have more than one, you should have more than one. Stacy Ann says, charge that phone before you go. Yes, I don't know if I mentioned that one, but that was on my first list about charging your phone, making sure it doesn't die on you, because you need that phone for a lot of reasons. The signing company may call you. You may need it for your GPS. The client may be trying to call you to reschedule or tell you something about the property, where to park, anything. So your phone is so important. See, Nene, I'm not that organized. She said have extra clothes in the car. You should. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Extra shoes too, Stacey Ann. Yes, because she be rocking her heels. She does. She said, especially since I rock heels. Yes, an extra pair of shoes. And I don't know if you guys knew it or not, but it was such a thing called like COVID shoes. A lot of people's shoes, because they hadn't worn them in like 2-3 years due to the pandemic, they were like dry rot. I actually had that happen to me, a pair of sandals. Unfortunately, I just bought a new pair. I was going to take a little trip. And I had a new pair of little flip-flop sandals. So fortunately, I had those. I would have really been stuck. So I always have an extra pair of shoes, especially with them flip-flops. Lynn's taking training. Yes, I have a 7:00 tonight. Stacey Ann said she loved all of her training. Okay, I'm just being me. I hope I'm getting to your question. A lot of price comparison calls. Yeah, that I do not like, Stacey Ann. I don't like that. I'd rather somebody call straight up. Don't call me playing like you a client. Stacey Ann, I don't know if I don't even have time tonight, but I would love to address that. I'm going to do a video on that. Because don't be calling other notaries and see how much they charge. They don't have time for that. That is an irritant. I know people are teaching you to do that, compared to price shopping, but that's not cool. I think that's so unprofessional. I really do. Don't call me asking me how much and pretending like you a client. I had a couple people do that for apostilles, and I said I'm gonna start asking them straight up, are you another notary? Because I don't have time to play games like that. I'm trying to get real phone calls, while you try to develop your business. There is a sheet out there. I don't have it, but I've seen it before where you can Google it too. What's the average cost of a notary in my area or whatever? But don't be playing on people's phone. That's like 5 years old, playing on people's phone, calling how much, acting like you a whole client. And, no, I'm sorry. That's an irritant for me. Native Mars says, I got my book today. Yay, congrats. I'm sure it's going to help you on your journey, and we appreciate the support too. Get that business started. Hey, Jessica and Chester Henry. Hey, welcome. Hey, Julia. Ocean Springs, Mississippi in the house. And Tillin says, I'm new to the platform. Okay, great. Welcome. Max says, not a question, but stay safe, everyone. I had a client last week asked me to start a family with him after my notarization. What? You know what? It's so funny you said that. Gosh. So I had somebody, I'm about to answer this. So this is what Meg said, girl. Meg said, not a question, but she had somebody ask her to start a family with them after the notarization. That was so inappropriate. So I had a guy today.
Oh.
Yeah. I had a guy today. Yeah, I had a guy call me today, and he didn't even know I was married or whatever. You don't know nothing about me. And I had the phone on speaker. So my husband's standing there. Now, what if my husband was a different kind of person? So he calls and say, hey, remember we supposed to have a date? I was like, what? I said, who is this? He said, yeah. He said, it's Michael. I was like, Michael who? Okay. So he got my number from somebody. But I don't play like that. I never have. That is not, I was telling my husband, that's not attractive to me. You calling and playing games like that. I'm fully grown. You don't know who's standing by me. Matter of fact, my husband was standing there. He's talking about we supposed to have a date. What? Sometimes, I'm going to tell you the truth. People take liberties. Now, I ain't even got this much time to go there. But that was out of control. If you feel unsafe at a signing, be gone. Get
Yeah.
your stuff and leave.
And let them know. And I would simply put it in a very nice way. Call them while you're on the way out the door. Your
Yes.
safety comes first, always.
Yes. And I might would even say, I think that was slightly inappropriate as I'm packing up my
Yeah.
stuff. Let them know you felt uncomfortable. I'm getting at a stage now that I'm becoming a little bit more vocal about stuff. You reach a certain age and it's like in life and it's like, you know what? Whatever. So yeah, if somebody make you feel uncomfortable, which I'm sure that made you feel uncomfortable, and you put it very nicely here, I can't even imagine what he actually said. So I'm just being me. Says I would like to get the Florida primer book. Do I need to be a member of the NNA in order to? No, you don't have to be a member of the NNA. They'll sell you anything you want. You do
Yeah.
not have to be a member. I'm not sure about the acknowledgments and Jurats. They may sell those too. I mean, you could buy anything. Yeah. And before you buy it, check out my YouTube video I just did about do you even need the primer? I did a video on that just last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago. Hey, Marjorie, what's going on? Hello, everyone. Went to the post office and the clerk was happy to take my cards. She hung them for her and her postal workers on the wall while I was there. Oh,
Well, that's
cool.
awesome.
That is very nice. Julia
Yeah.
says, oh, that gets on my nerves. Just call and ask me. Yes, Julia know exactly what I'm talking about. We were talking about, Alexis, while you were gone. Stacey answered she receives a lot of calls where she can tell us other notaries just shopping her prices.
I
What's your
thought
thoughts
that
on
just
that?
now. I thought that just now. I
The
the way the
person that just
conversation
called
was
you,
going. Yes. That's why it was a little that's why I took a minute because I was like, who is this?
girl, do
But
tell what
yeah,
happened.
the way she was just asking questions, it seemed like as if a lot of people don't know anything about notaries. But the way she was asking questions, I'm thinking it's another notary. And I was gonna say, I'm doing something right now. Let me call you back. Because I thought that it was another notary at first. But then as I start asking a few questions, basically she has some type of adoption paperwork she has to get done every year. So she is familiar with the process.
Mm.
But she was asking certain questions that the general public does not know. So I'm like, who is this? But yeah, it was a client.
We are gonna have that conversation, but we gonna wait for Angela. I think we need
Okay.
Angela. Yeah, that's gonna be good, John. Get your drinky drink, and we gonna have Angela, and we gonna talk about some stuff like that. We gonna call it all out. Yeah, we need a little Angela on that one. Oh, Angela couldn't be with us tonight in case you didn't tell. You couldn't tell. Welcome everybody who's joining us on the live. So Stacey Ann says, yes, this is do your business. Yes. So Atlanta Fulton Notary says, I'm looking forward to my one-on-one coaching session, but my question is, do I need a stamp and embosser? Hi, Atlanta Fulton. Yes, I'm looking forward to your session too. You can watch my video on embosser and stamp to see how to use it and everything. But yes, I always recommend an embosser. I know a lot of newer, younger notaries are like, that's outdated. You don't have to have one. And you do not. It is not a requirement, but it makes you look like the boss notary that we want you to be at Notary Educators. When you pull out that embosser and that gold seal, hey, that's the word boss is an embosser. Did you get that? Yes, that's my rapping skills coming out. So anyway, but yeah, that gold seal, you put that thing on that paper, people be like, they go crazy. You look like the boss notary. So yes, invested in an embosser and some gold seals. It's $40. Make you look good. Always use your embosser along with your regular stamp, okay? And if your state does not permit, which is not that many that don't. Now, some states may say you cannot only use an embosser because the ink stamp is the industry standard nowadays, okay? The ink stamp is the industry standard, but the embosser just makes it look pretty. Like you got all dressed up. Now you throwing on your lipstick or your eyes shadows or what you call them things, lashes. That's just a little touching, okay? A little icing on the cake. Welcome to everyone that is here. Down South Notary says, do you still rock your custom notary bag? I do. I still love my bag. I'm actually on my second one, girl, because Jeffrey one day was going in my bag and broke my zipper. He's very heavy-handed. And I was like, don't be touching my stuff. So I'm on my second bag. I bought the exact same bag because I love it so much. It fit everything so perfectly. Yeah, so he broke my bag. my zipper because he's very heavy handed, and he just go, "Rip," and I was like, "Did it just break?" And he's like, "Oops." I was like, "Okay, that's another story." So Notary D says, "Do you see the difference between the 12th and the 13th edition of our handbook?" I didn't buy another one. I don't ever see no updates. If you see something I should know, let me know. But I've not bought another handbook. Angela told
No,
me it was not, to be clear. Did you buy the new handbook, Alexis?
no.
Yeah, you don't have to. Mm-mm. Let me not tell you what you have to do, but I
I was
did
gonna
not.
say it's $10 if you wanna,
Yeah, if you want to get a
you
new one,
know.
it's $10.
Well, I don't know if the new one $10, but it was $10.
No, they still $10. Our book is
They still,
$10 in
yeah.
Georgia. Yeah, so if you want to get you one, go ahead. But the only reason I'm pushing back is because I already highlighted my other one. You know, it's already ready for me. So let's see this one. Max is super creepy. I'm 25, which he knew he was in his 60s. He asked me to dinner and then text me, oh, that he liked me and wants to explore more. Girl, I
Leave
am
it
so
alone.
sorry that happened to you. I am so sorry. Yeah, check our video. We did a whole video about notary safety a few months back. Go back and watch that video, everybody. Notary safety. Okay. She says, my boyfriend and I share locations. I keep a little taser on me just in case.
Yes, pepper spray, taser,
Yeah. Oh, I'm so
anything.
sorry. Yeah, that happened to you. And it didn't leave a bad taste in your mouth. Yeah, Stacey Ann said, make sure you speak up and share your location. Very good. Donna says there's a 13th edition that's been released in Georgia. So make sure you buy the most recent. There's a 13th release. All
Yeah,
right. Hey,
definitely.
Mr. Leisure. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Marcel. He gave you a shout out earlier, you and Stacey Ann. Always down to help us. Let's see. Stacey Ann says, go down to the question list in charge. Whole firm, you are a specialty. They must have been having a private conversation. Oh, Max says, my clients love to see them bosser. LOL. I got to put that on a little shirt. Hashtag embosser. Oh, I love it. And but she has EM capital BOSSER. I love it. Grandmaster Kimmi. Oh my God. Renita. Who is that on Facebook, Alexis? Let's get these last couple.
I'm trying to go to it now.
At 6:30. And if anybody, let's see. I can read it, but I can't see who
I
it
don't
is.
even, yeah, I don't even see it on my end. That's what I'm saying. Facebook was just,
So it
I
says I
see.
signed up with 2
Mhm.
companies for NSA. What are some tips on how to get loan signings? Sorry, Facebook, we can't see your
Oh, that's
name.
Katrina. I can see it now.
Hey,
It's Katrina
Katrina.
Henry.
Hey, Katrina. Yes. So check out my video on how to sign up with 100 companies and how to become the preferred notary signing agent. I think I have a whole notary signing agent playlist. You want to make sure your profile picture is there. Just a few tips. Make sure your profile picture is there. You want to make sure your description of what you can do, your bio is nice and straightforward, not a lot of fluff. Actually, another one you want to check out is the notary resume, because that's going to give you some tips if you don't have a lot of experience, what you can put on your profile. Okay. So, unfortunately, people, we do have to head out because I have a 7 o'clock. But we did want to hop on because it's just been a minute. I've really been missing you all, but I did not have a way to just let everybody know. And I know if I went live and I didn't try to let as many people know, I would be in trouble. So don't forget, if you're just joining us, go back and sign up for the actual email list, because just because you signed up for an event in the past, I was able to send you an email. But now GoDaddy has changed it where you actually have to sign up for the email list. So I'm going to leave you with that. Alexis, anything you want to say?
No.
All right, people. Well, until next time, as always, Notary Life with Kimmi, Alexis, Mobile Notary Services by Alexis. And on behalf of Angela, who could not make it, we are notary educators. And we're going to say, have a great night, be successful, and we
Yes.
wish you all the best, okay? Bye, guys. Until next time.